Hi, everyone, and welcome back to this week's Messages from the Stars, the weekly reading, the weekly guidance for us. So, I'd like you to just choose either number one, two, or three, the three cards that you see in front of you. All of them contain a message of guidance, but for your specific choice, like what is your week gonna be like specifically for you? So, for that, just choose either number one, two, or three, and once you've done that, you can look below this video. I'll have the time slots there, and just listen directly to your message for number one or number two or number three, whichever one it might be. And if you would like to receive personal, very detailed and very specifically for you messages, then have a look at my personal services, which are on my blog. And again, the link to that will be below this video. It's www.livingourascension.blogspot.com. I also have other services that you can avail. So, with that said, let's just get on into the reading. So, pick number one, two, or three, and then go straight to your message. So if you chose number one, then the card that you get is the one that you see in front of you. As you can see, it's the Eight of Hearts, and it has this beautiful image of a boy and a girl. These mermaids and mermen that are in the sea, and it has this infinity symbol. The symbol eight, and that has to do with this balance that we have, the balance of the masculine and feminine within us. So there's a feeling, there's a sense that you have recently gone through a lot of changes in your relationships, and some of it would not have been easy as well. So there's been a lot of transformation that's taken place. As you can see in the image, behind, because I always like to see these symbols and these colors, they always mean something to me. That's just my way of interpreting, how the universe speaks to me, and for you, it might be different. But what I'm seeing is that there's all these deep colors, the color lilac and purple that are in the background, and those are colors of deep transformation, not something that's easy. It's like when we really go and do some deep inner work, and often it doesn't feel very easy. In fact, we have to touch those most difficult aspects in ourselves. So I feel that in your relationships, that's happened recently. That you have gone and done some inner work, and not just in a way that something happened that was challenging for you, but what you brought from it. You kind of went to the depths and you got that wisdom that was needed. And that's why things occur in our life anyway that are challenging, because there needs to be some wisdom that is seen so that we can move on to the next cycle. And as you can see, you're moving on to the next cycle. It's like the sun is rising from the water. The water also symbolizes healing, and it symbolizes emotions, this balance, the color green as well as the color of balance. So I feel that the recent events, even though they might have been challenging, they brought you this deep wisdom, and especially through lots of different messages that came through from the universe, and they might still be coming in, but you have already entered. You're entering into a new cycle, just like like in astrology, the solar return is like when we have our birthday. It's a new whole year of our sun coming into a new phase. It's not going to be the same as last year, and it's just a different theme for the sun. So just like that, like you've done the inner work, and it's kind of like the sun is coming out now. you know so it's like a new cycle and new awareness. You're moving into the next year with a new awareness about your relationships, and so the relationships that you attract are going to be more empowered, and you're going to feel that. You're already going to feel this, and there's this, what I want to convey is that there's this sense of lightness now, this joy, lightness, having fun that's coming up for you, after all of these transformations that you have been through. So you can look forward to a lot of that, a lot of fun, and keep your heart open, and just really enjoy this. That is the message that's coming through. Enjoy, it's your time. So if you chose number two, then the card that you get is right in front of you. It's got the Guide of Hearts, and it's from the Wizard of Oz. You know, this really beautiful card with lots of different colors and this rainbow, um, hot, this balloon, a hot air balloon that's there with, kind of like the fairy godmother in the bubble. So, the sense that I get from this is that you are reaching a new level in your creativity. So there's something that's being born that is not completely new. It's like this talent related to your creativity, that's been around. It's like this latent talent that's been there that maybe you have explored before in your life, or maybe you dabbled in it just a little bit, with some aspects of it. But now you're going to see it really blossom in a new way. And so the universe is asking you to sort of allow that. The colors of the rainbow, they often symbolize our creativity, our multidimensional nature, and just allowing for all of these aspects to flow. So I feel that, just like you can see in this card, there's this woman. It's like she's her higher self. It can kind of represent your own higher self, the king or queen that you are, the highest aspect. And there's this creativity that was there, this talent that was there hidden within you. And it's blossoming, and it's coming to its new potential. And it's happening through your higher self. And of course, it's happening through your higher self because our higher self symbolizes the sum total of all that we are, all of our creativity, all of our multidimensional aspects. And there's a sense that there isn't going to be any more separation between your spiritual self and the physical self. Sometimes we have this, that I'm going to enjoy my creativity and the spiritual work that I do, but it's not going to really um, bring me blessings in the physical, in terms of money, in terms of abundance, in terms of appreciation, whatever, those more physical things that the human enjoys. There can be this, feeling sometimes in us that they are separate, that they can't be one. But this card is saying that that is being birthed for you at a new level, and that is happening. You're going to see um, a new abundance, that's there. And abundance isn't always money, it can be in many different forms. Like I was saying, it can be appreciation from the people around you. It can be, a support from people, or it can even be, those more physical aspects, like money coming to us. But what we are seeing this week is the marriage of your highest self, your spiritual self, and the physical prosperity and physical blossoming of the human being. And that is happening through allowing creativity. So just pay attention to that. Allow, your creative side to blossom. Whatever, it might be something very simple. It doesn't have to be that you sit and you create this masterpiece. It can be just something very small, a very small activity that you do. But just be sure to allow that to blossom, because there's something blossoming, that you don't know about right now. It's also something kind of, you don't know the full potential of it. Sometimes we think we know, but this is saying that you don't. So really, make sure to allow your creativity to blossom this week. So if you chose number 3, then the card that you get is right in front of you, and it's called the Ten of Wands. And you can see that there's this fairy that's sitting in a garden, and she is just enjoying herself. Like, I think she's playing with the flowers. She's holding her wand. She's playing with the rabbit. She's just so relaxed. There's an energy of relaxation in this. Like it's a beautiful sunny day, and she doesn't even need anybody else to be there with her. There's just this overwhelming sense of just comfort, in her physical body, um, in who she is. She's just so comfortable in her skin, and just on this planet, and just enjoying every moment, everything that's around her, that she barely needs anything. It's just her own inner magic. So that's the message that's there for you today, that, for this week, that this is the energy that is blossoming for you as well this week. And there's just this sense of that, sometimes we can feel like people don't understand us, especially if, we have this new energy, and or we have like a side of us that is like an, like an activist, or just that we speak our truth basically, or we're doing things that are a little bit different from what society understands as right or wrong, things that are based in morality rather than based in truth. And there's a difference between morality and truth, which I won't go into in this video. But the message for you is to kind of honor your own inner truth, and you don't have to justify it to anybody. Like, it's time to let that go, and instead just be comfortable. Don't wait for anybody else's approval, and you don't have to feel like, if you do that, that there's going to be some danger for you or you're going to be rejected. Look at the energy of this card. She's powerful in the sense that she doesn't need anything else. She's just complete on her own, and she's not, she's completely relaxed. She doesn't feel like she's under threat. She's just happy to be herself. So there's a power that's there in that. You don't need to offend anyone. You don't need to use force in any way. The energy of being yourself, it's gentle and powerful at the same time. You just need to be. That's it. And through that, things are attracted to you as well. Like, you can see all these butterflies that are there, and also there might be messages for you. So if you're wondering what is the truth, then how do I know, because society's moral compass can't guide me, there'll be messages that are there for you, just like in the card. The butterflies are making, it's like they're guiding her to the gate. So that is how the right messages will come to you. They'll be coming through your inner self, but expressed in your outer reality somehow. And you'll find them, if you keep your heart open. So just make sure that you allow yourself to be yourself and become really comfortable in that. Whatever it is, whether it's, self, like body issues, or just being in your own truth, expressing yourself, um, whatever it might be, whichever aspect of yourself that you've kept hidden or you're not allowing to blossom. It doesn't need to be through force, just be. And, look at the energy of this card, and just that is how you need to feel: completely relaxed, completely safe, and joyful.